Okay, I would like to call the order of City Council regular meeting for January 26, 2026. The time is 7 p.m., 7:01. I pledge allegiance. Okay, at this time, Mrs. Snyder, would you please take a roll call? Council members present, please.
Mrs. Ackerman? Mr. Andrus?
Here.
Mr. Drake?
Here.
Mr. Gibbs?
Here.
Mr. Horniak? Mrs. Pauloff?
Here.
Mr. Wallensack?
Here.
Do I seek a motion to excuse Mrs. Ackerman and Mr. Horniak for tonight's meeting? They both had reached out and they're unable to attend tonight.
So moved.
All right? Motion by
Second.
Mr. Horniak or Mr. Wallensack,
Second.
second by Mrs. Pauloff. Thank you. Does anyone have any objections? Hearing none, they've been approved. Also joining us this evening is Parks and Rec Director Tim Borton, Mark Mullins, Fire Chief Clayton O'Brien, Ryan Spangler, Chief Police Brandon Began, Chief of Police, and Nick Roman, Finance Director. Also Mr. Joel Major, sorry, Joel. Council President Josette Snyder, Acting Law Director China Pfeiffer, Public Service Director Paul Roman. And that's it. Also, I mentioned you, didn't I, Tim? All right. Next order of business is to approve the minutes from the last two meetings. I'd like to make a correction. At the past two council meetings, I advertently did not offer any objections for the appointments. However, no objections were made by city council members. Therefore, council did concur with my appointments. I apologize for that mistake. Thank you. Next order of business is to approve the meeting minutes from January 12th, 2026 regular meeting and January 20th, 2026, the Committee of the Whole. I seek a motion.
Mr. President, I'll so move.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mrs. Paul, thank you. Next on the agenda is persons in delegation and any speakers. First person and only person, unless somebody else wants to sign up, Connie Trudell. Ms. Trudell.
Connie Trudell, 5046 Dove Road. I'm going to read a section from a report done by the University of Michigan entitled "What Happens When Data Centers Come to Town." I'd shared the link last year with most of you, and those who don't have the link, I can share it with you sometime this week. And the author of this report is Terry Nguyen and Ben Green. It was published in July of 2025. Data centers do not bring in high-paying tech jobs to local communities because they operate as infrastructure projects rather than traditional job-creating businesses. Although the construction of data centers can create many jobs, those are short-lived. Once data centers are built, they require relatively few employees since the facilities primarily house computers and servers. The jobs that data centers do create locally are typically low-wage, term-limited, non-technical positions such as security, maintenance, and janitorial work. These roles are often filled by contractors rather than full-time employees, meaning they lack union protections, benefits, and job security. As a result, these positions tend to be short-term and do not contribute to sustained economic growth or long-term career opportunities for local residents. Subsidies intended to encourage job creation result in corporate benefits without local hiring. For example, tax breaks for data centers in Washington State were intended to create jobs in rural areas but primarily benefited large corporations like Microsoft. Since the inception of the incentives, more than $300 million in tax revenue has been foregone, money that would otherwise have supported public services such as education, emergency services, and infrastructure. In exchange, the data centers have created few jobs and have required limited staffing for operations. In Quincy, a small town that hosts several large data centers, the local fire department is so underfunded that it struggles to retain personnel and replace outdated equipment, even as Microsoft and other tech giants operate multi-million-dollar facilities nearby. In some cases, the cost to taxpayers for each job created can exceed $1 million. Furthermore, the state has little oversight or enforcement mechanisms to ensure that the tech companies deliver on promised benefits. Despite initial legislative goals to boost local employment and economic vitality, the reality is that taxpayers are heavily subsidizing wealthy corporations with minimal transparency or accountability regarding the actual economic impact. Data center companies locate sites based on electricity prices, land availability, and climate conditions. Although tax breaks are often justified as a way for communities to attract data centers, these policies do not affect data center location decisions. As an executive responsible for Microsoft's North American data centers stated in 2024, quote, "I can't think of a site selection or placement decision that was decided on a set of tax incentives," unquote. A new data center in Genesee County, Alabama, could reduce revenues to schools and the local government by $1.7 million each year. Developers are seeking a minimum $167 million in tax breaks for the creation of 200 jobs, or $838,000 per job. These figures far exceed reasonable benchmarks for economic development incentives, making it unlikely that taxpayers will ever see a return on investment. These subsidies would come on top of approximately $100 million in state funding already spent on preparing STAMP, Science and Technology Advanced Manufacturing Park site, making the per-job cost difficult to justify. The high subsidies for STAMP would serve only to boost corporate profits rather than provide meaningful economic benefits to the local community. In the case of Switch's data center in Michigan, the company sought exemptions from property taxes that funded school districts. This move directly reduced the revenue streams for Caledonia Community Schools and Kent Intermediate School District,
30
resulting in a prolonged legal dispute. In Michigan, tax breaks for data centers exempt them from paying personal property taxes, including on machinery and computers, some of the most valuable assets in their operations. While they may still pay real property taxes on land and buildings, the overall tax contribution to schools is significantly diminished. This loss of revenue means less funding for educational programs, teacher salaries, and facility improvements, directly impacting the quality of education for students. And I ran out of time, but I can share this link with anyone who's interested, because I know not all of you got it, so I'll be sure to get it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Trudeau. Is there anybody else wish to speak? Ms. Mottmiller, please sign in.
Amy Mottmiller, 5040 Corduroy Road. I just wanted to see if anybody had a chance to look over the 11 questions that I provided to you last week and the 3 that were only partially answered. If anybody had the chance to look into any of those questions.
Mr. President,
Mr. Roman.
I did forward those questions to Will Turner to have them addressed as well. And I know we did look at it internally. A lot of it's wetland related. Certainly if they take out wetlands, this is what you'd have to do. But I think it'll be appropriate for them to answer, as well as we can chime in for what would be the city's requirements. But they will be addressed, though.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mottmiller. Next on the agenda, voting for the ordinances. First on the agenda is agenda item number 5 of 2026 being presented by Mr. Paul Roman. You have anything to add, Mr. Roman?
Mr. President, I have nothing to add. I know I requested to put it on tonight's agenda,
Right.
thinking I'd have 5 votes.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I did call ODNR. I did explain it to them, and they're just saying, well, look, they won't do anything until we execute the agreement. But they said if it took 30 days, that'd be fine. So they're aware of it. Okay.
Okay, Counselor, is there any additional questions on item 5 of 2025? 26, I'm sorry. Hearing none, I will assign item 5 of 2026 as ordinance 5 of 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to please read it into the record.
Authorizing the mayor, finance director, and director of public service to sign and execute a submerged lands lease from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources and Shoreline Improvement Project on Lake Erie.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Counsel, seek a
President.
motion.
Mr. President.
Mr. Walmsley.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move for passage of ordinance number 5 of 2026.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Walmsley. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Pauloff. Thank you. Motion made by Mr. Walmsley, second by Mrs. Pauloff. Ms. Snyder, would you please take a roll call of our council?
Mr. Wallensack,
Yes.
Mrs. Pauloff,
Yes.
Mr. Andrus,
Abstain.
Mr. Drake,
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs.
Yes.
The vote passes 4 yeas and 1 abstention. 1 abstain. Next on the agenda is passage for item 7 of 2026 being presented by Mr. Roman. Do you have anything to add?
Nothing to add, Mr. President.
Okay, nothing to add. Counselor, are there any additional questions on item 7 of 2026? Hearing none, I will assign item 7 of 2026 as an ordinance 727 of 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to read it into the record.
Authorizing the mayor, director of public service, and finance director to issue payment to Mosier Construction Incorporated, 122 South Wilson Avenue, Drawer D, Fremont, Ohio, for providing labor, materials, and equipment due to emergency repair of 42-inch water line at water treatment plant high service pump station.
You can still say and declaring an emergency, even though it may not get 5 votes.
Okay, and declaring an emergency.
Okay. Counselor, are there any additional questions on item 7 of 2026? Hearing none, counsel, is there a motion?
Mr. President,
Mrs. Pollock.
I move for passage of ordinance 7 of 2026 as an emergency measure.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. President, I'll second or support.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Andrus. Motion made by Mrs. Pollock, seconded by Mr. Andrus. Ms. Snyder, would you please take roll call?
Mrs. Pauloff,
Yes.
Mr. Andrus,
Yes.
Mr. Drake,
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs,
Yes.
Mr. Wallensack,
Abstain.
Mr.
Mr.
President,
Roman?
just to note for the record that it passes, but not as an emergency, which is fine. And I did let them know about that as well.
All right, thank you. 4 yeas and 1 abstain. It does pass. Thank you, Mr. Roman. Next on the agenda, excuse me, is item 8 of 2026 being presented by Mr. Roman and Mr. Borton. You have anything to add?
No, Mr. President.
All right. Counsel, are there any additional questions on item 8, 2026? Hearing none, I will assign item 8 of 2026 as ordinance 8 of 2026, and ask Ms. Snyder to please read it into the record.
Amending ordinance number 50, 2024 by establishing a revised pay classification schedule for seasonal employees and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Council, I seek a motion.
Mr. President,
Ms. Poliff.
I move for passage of ordinance 8 of 2026 as an emergency measure.
Thank you, Ms. Poliff. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Seconded by Mr. Gibbs. Ms. Poliff, or Ms. Snyder, would you please take roll call?
Mrs. Pauloff,
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs,
Yay.
Mr. Andrus,
Yes.
Mr. Drake,
Yay.
Mr. Wallensack,
Yes.
Passes five yeas, 0 nays. Next on the agenda for passage is item 9 of 2026, being presented by Mr. Borton. Anything to add?
No, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Mr. Borton. Council, is there any questions? All right, is there a motion?
no, ask me to read it.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Snyder. Please read it into the record.
Authorizing the Parks and Recreation Commissioner to issue a purchase order with Ad Choice Incorporated, Clear Images, Mr. Emblem, RCX Sports LLC, BSN Sports, and All-American Sports Corp. For uniforms on a per-item basis through December 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Council, is there any other questions? Hearing none. Do I have a motion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Wallensack.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move for passage of ordinance number 9 of 2026 as an emergency measure.
Thank you, Mr. Wallensack. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Poliff. Ms. Snyder, would you please take roll call?
Mr. Wallensack,
Yes.
Mrs. Pauloff,
Yes.
Mr. Andrus,
Yes.
Mr. Drake,
Yay.
Mr. Gibbs,
Yay.
Passes 5 yeas, 0 nays. Next is item 10 on the agenda, being presented by Mr. Borton. Anything to add?
No, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Mr. Borton. Council, is there any other questions on item 10 of 2026? Hearing none, I will assign item 10 of 2026 as ordinance 10 of 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to read it into the record.
authorizing the Mayor, Finance Director, and Commissioner of Recreation and Parks to enter into an agreement with the Oregon Officials Association, AKA the Independent Umpires Association of Northwest Ohio, to officiate athletic events scheduled by the Oregon Parks and Recreation Department.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Council, do I have a motion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Wallensack.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move for passage of ordinance 10 of 2026.
Okay, is there a second?
Mr. President, I
Mr.
will,
Andrus.
I will second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Andrus. Motion made by Mr. Wallensack, seconded by Mr. Andrus. Ms. Snyder, would you please take a roll call of council?
Mr. Wallensack,
Yes.
Mr. Andrus,
Yes.
Mr. Drake,
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs,
Yes.
Mrs. Pauloff,
Yes.
Passes 0 yeas, 0 nays. 5 yeas, I'm sorry. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Next is item 11, presented by Mr. Borton.
No further information, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Council, are there any additional questions on item 11 of 2026? Hearing none, I will ask Ms. Snyder to read 11 of 2026 for the record.
authorizing the Mayor, Finance Director, and Commissioner of Parks and Recreation to enter into an agreement with JDRM Engineering, 5604 North Main Street, Suite 200, Sylvania, Ohio, to provide design services for an HVAC system in the soccer concession stand in an amount not to exceed $7,500 and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Council, is there a motion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Andrus.
I would like to make a motion to approve item 11 of 2026 and declare an emergency.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walczak. Motion made by Mr. Andrus. Ms. Snyder, please take roll call of council.
Mr. Andrus?
Yes.
Mr. Walczak?
Yes.
Mr. Drake?
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs?
Yes.
Mrs. Pauloff?
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 11 of 2026 does pass with a vote of 5 yeas, 0 nays. Next is item 12 of 26, presented by Chief O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing to add.
Okay, thank you. Council, are there any additional questions on item 12 of 2026? Hearing none, I will assign item 12 of 2026 as ordinance 12 of 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to read it into the record.
Authorizing the mayor finance director to issue a purchase order for the purchase of 13 APX 6000 XE 700 800 MHz Model 2.5 mobile radios with link layer authentication and accessories for the Oregon Fire Division to Motorola Solutions Incorporated, 500 West Monroe Street, Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $72,018.70 and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Ms. Snyder. Council,
Mr. President,
Ms. Polliff.
I move for passage of ordinance 12 of 2026 as an emergency measure.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. President, I'll second that.
Mr. Gibbs, thank you. Seconded by Mr. Gibbs. Ms. Snyder, would you please take roll call?
Mrs. Pauloff?
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs?
Yes.
Mr. Andrus?
Yes.
Mr. Drake?
Yes.
Mr. Walczak?
Yes.
Passes 5 yeas to 0 nays. Next is item 13. Chief O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. President. There's nothing to add.
All right, thank you. Council, are there any additional questions on item 13 of 2026? Hearing none, I will assign item 13, 2026 as ordinance 13, 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to please read it into the record.
Authorizing the mayor and finance director to purchase turnout gear for the fire department personnel from Fire Safety Services Incorporated, 6228 Township Road 95, Huntsville, Ohio, in the amount not to exceed $35,963.
Thank you, Ms. Snyder. Council, do I have a motion?
Mr. President,
Ms. Polliff.
I move for passage of ordinance 13 of 2026.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. President, I'll second that.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Motion made by Ms. Polliff, seconded by Mr. Gibbs. Ms. Snyder, would you please take a roll call of council?
Mrs. Pauloff?
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs?
Yes.
Mr. Andrus?
Yes.
Mr. Drake?
Yes.
Mr. Walczak?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance passes 5 yeas, 0 nays. Next item is item 14 of 2026 being presented by Chief O'Brien. Anything to add?
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing to add.
Okay, thank you. Council, are there any additional questions on item 14 of 2026?
Mr. President?
Ms. Polliff.
I do have a question, not in regards to this ordinance, but is something like this going to be done in other departments as well?
Mr. President.
Mr. Roman?
So Ms. Pauloff, not for this year. So for this year, we'll keep everything individual for most of the other departments. Hopefully next year, we will have more time as we're going into the year and make sure we have everything put together prior to the year so we can get it done in one of the first couple meetings. But yeah, for this year, no, we don't plan to do this with any other departments.
Thank you, because I know this, it's going to make things a lot more efficient. So I was wondering if it would go citywide.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Polliff. Thank you, Mr. Roman. Okay, hearing none, I will assign item 14 of 2026 as ordinance 14 of 2026 and ask Ms. Snyder to please read it into the record.
An ordinance authorizing expenditure of funds in excess of $25,000 in and for the year 2026 as it relates to reoccurring costs associated with the operation of the fire department, for payment of expenses, and for purchases associated with vendors utilized by the fire department, elimination of necessity of competitive bidding in and for the year 2026 as it relates to certain transactions, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Council, is there a motion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Walmsley.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move for passage of ordinance number 14 of 2026 as an emergency measure.
Okay, thank you.
Second?
Second by Ms. Pauloff. Thank you, Ms. Pauloff. Ms. Snyder, would you please take roll call?
Mr. Walmsley?
Yes.
Mrs. Pauloff?
Yes.
Mr. Andrus?
Yes.
Mr. Drake?
Yes.
Mr. Gibbs?
Yes.
Okay. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Ordinance passes. Having considered all the items on the agenda for this evening, we will now move on to the mayor's report. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. We're going to start off with, we've got some appointments here to do. We're going to start off here with, in the police department, we have an appointment of Justin Rodriguez with an effective date of March 2nd, 2026. And if you all didn't, I can pass these down. This kind of came in a little late, so I do apologize for that. If you can go and actually me. Okay. All right, so, and going back to that, sorry, appointing Justin Rodriguez to the Oregon Police Department effective March 2nd, 2026, be in step 6 of the OPPA pay rate with an annual salary of $91,728, which is an hourly rate of $44.10. And again, that would be effective on March 2nd of 2026.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Council, do I have a motion for Mr. Rodriguez?
Mr. President,
Ms. Pauloff?
I move to concur with the mayor's appointment of Mr. Justin Rodriguez to the Police Department effective March 2nd, 2026.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Second by Mr. Walmsley. Thank you, Mr. Walmsley. Council, is there any objections? Hearing none. Mr. Rodriguez is good to go.
Council concurs.
Council concurs.
Congratulations.
If you'd like to speak, you're more than welcome, or however you want to do it.
No pressure.
Okay. Congratulations.
All right, next on to the next one. Now we're going to the Water Department. I have an appointment of Mr. Jeremiah Rucker of 920 North Kuzno Road in Oregon to the Water Distribution Maintenance Worker position. Be placed in step 1 of the ASME pay range for this position, which is an hourly rate of $31.35, which would calculate to an annual rate of $65,208. This appointment would be having an effective start date of Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. I'm just looking for council's concurrence.
Council,
Mr. President,
Ms. Pauloff?
I move to concur with the mayor's appointment of Jeremiah Rucker as a maintenance worker for the water distribution. Effective start date is January 27th, 2026.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. President,
Mr. Andros?
I will so second.
Okay, thank you. Council concurs. I'm sorry, any objections? Council, all right. Council concurs the appointment.
All right, thank you. And one more, we have an appointment to the water plant for Mr. Rick Jersky of 1451 South Coy in Oregon. As water treatment plant operator, he will be in step one of the estimate pay range, which would be an hourly rate of $33.41 and which will calculate to an annual rate of $69,492.80. This appointment would be effective with a start date of Monday, February 9th of 2026. Just need council's concurrence.
Council, is there a motion?
Mr. President,
Ms. Polliff.
I move to concur with the mayor's appointment of Rick Jersky as a water treatment plant operator for the water treatment plant, effective January 9th, 2026.
February 9th.
Or, I'm sorry, February 9th,
Okay.
2026. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Ms. Polliff. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Walczak. Any objections? Council concurs. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. That's all for appointments. Just a few quick things to say. One, I just wanted to, with this most recent storm that everybody's obviously very aware of, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to the police and fire, the streets department out there plowing, the water department, for all the work that, they had a big one there this weekend. So it was nasty cold, and I'm glad that I didn't have to be out there, so I'm just very appreciative that they all were, so thank you for that. And second, this one's a little harder for me, I'm sorry, but this one Joel, is your last meeting here with us. So I just want to express my absolute gratitude to you. When you first came here and I was not on council, I was not in an elected position at all, as just another citizen, you took the time to sit down with me and to talk to me and to get to know me. And I get to know you. That meant a lot to me at the time that you took that time to do that when I was just a citizen. So thank you for that. We've had 3 years now of that, and then, roughly 2 years as a council member and 2 months from the mayor's position. But I just want to say how grateful I am for everything that you did for me and for the city of Oregon, and I'm sad to see you go. I wish we could hang on to you. I really do. I sincerely mean that with all my heart. So thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, Mr. Major.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that. Appreciate that. Just wanted to, this is my last meeting, and I want to give a heartfelt thank you to everybody up here, and everybody that's past council members, current council members, and just give a very heartfelt, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for this chance, thank you for this opportunity. I learned a lot, I met a lot of people, and it's something I'll never, ever forget or ever take for granted. So I really do appreciate it. It's been an honor to serve. I'm actually still excited to see the direction that the city is going in right now. I know that there are differing opinions on some of the bigger projects going on, but I know whatever happens, happens. It'll work out the way it's supposed to. But it is exciting to be in this position for the city to see these things coming together. Not just in the industrial park, but at the town center, the Navarre Avenue improvements, the brewery opening up, continuation of the bike paths around the city, the changes in the fire department. The police department is steady Eddie. That's good news, that's a good thing. And everything going on in parks, breaking records every year with participation and, hopefully more. And that's it. These are all good things. So I feel that I'm leaving at a time, leaving the city in a better place than what I found it. So, I really do appreciate it. It's been an honor and a privilege. I really appreciate it. So thank you all very much. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Major. Next is Mrs. Pfeiffer.
No report,
Okay.
but thank you, Joel.
Thank you. Mr. Roman.
Yes, Mr. President, just a couple things. Thank you for the appointments. I know Jeremiah is in the audience and Ricky is back there as well, and I just want to say welcome. Jeremiah, you might get called tonight at midnight, just so you know.
Thank you ahead of time.
And I also want to thank Mayor Salander, who also helped us out Saturday. We needed help just letting people know what was going on with those breaks, and he offered and say, hey, I can do the post for you, and we appreciated that, so. And Joel, I'll miss you as well. I just want to say that, okay?
Okay, Mrs. Smoliff.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing from my standing committee. I did speak with Keith Henninger this afternoon on the phone, and they have done a phenomenal job with the roads. He had told me that around 5, 6 o'clock tonight, they should have had all the streets, even secondary, covered, which is phenomenal. Also to water distribution, you know who you are, and yes, we do love you. Thank you for all of your work. Police and fire, everything that you guys have done the last couple of days, and with the cold weather coming in, continued prayers and so much grateful appreciation to all of you, really. And to Mr. Major, I really want to thank you for all the positive things you've done for Oregon, really. All the long talks, all the things that have happened from the time you started till now. We have made a lot of great headway on a lot of things in Oregon, and I want to thank you for that. And I wish you all the best in your future. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Smoliff. Mr. Walczak.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have nothing for my standing committee, but I do want to, again, reach out to Joel and say, Joel, thank you very much. I know you and I have had a good relationship over the last couple of years, and I thank you for the conversations that we've had, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Walczak. Mr. Andrus.
No report from my standing committee.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah, I'd like to, or Mr. President, I'd like to add what Ms. Poloff said about Keith Henniger and the department there, and I had an opportunity to tour that department last Wednesday, and Keith showed me all around, new building and everything, and I was really impressed with what we have and how we can meet the demand of the weather and take care of the community. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gibbs. I have no report from my committee. I'd just like to ask Mr. Roman, I know salt's a rare thing to come by based on the media. I was just curious how the situation is with Oregon's salt pile.
Well, Mr. President, we started out the year with between 4,000 to 5,000 tons, and it's enough to get us through, but we'll definitely be making a purchase this year. In the last 2 years, we haven't purchased salt because you had some mild years and we had a surplus of salt down at the river, at the docks, and we know we're definitely going to need to make a purchase this year, but we're still good for this year, so that's it.
Okay, thank you. Also, I'd like to mention Mr. Major, thanks for your services here. I know there was some pretty, I could use a vulgar word, but it probably shouldn't. But I know there was a lot of turmoil and a bunch of, I'll say it, bull crap in that short period of time, and I wish you luck. I wish you met your kids. They were out for the amputee softball game. Good kids, and I wish you and your wife and family the best of luck. Thank you. That's all I have. Okay. Council, is there any other further business? Paul, you don't have none? You good? Dave?
Yeah,
All right,
unless you want me to say something.
if you want to.
I just wish everybody a happy winter.
There you go. There you go.
It's really acting like winter.
Yes, it
You know, none of this mild stuff anymore, you know, everybody's be able to get out there and do their snowmobiling and all that good stuff and have fun and sledding and just be safe though.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Gibbs.
Thanks for pushing me.
Yeah. Council, if there's no other further business, I seek a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Ms. Powell. For second? Mr. Walczak, thank you. Meeting's adjourned.